Hey there guys, how you doing here? This is Joe and today I'm back with the Talos principal for another Steam Workshop map. This is called Question Mark and it is by Noam2000. A friend of mine who actually appears in the Twitch stream when I play this game once in a while, and yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, and he actually made a Steam Workshop map before called On Top of All, and that is available to view in the channel, in the playlist as always. And this is his second map, and I believe he said he made this just to take a break from a bigger project that he was doing, and it's kind of got this black and white aesthetic and kind of influenced by Limbo, a 2D platforming game which you should know about. And yeah, let's just go ahead and jump in here, and this is the first puzzle interruption of a 7 puzzle 4-star map. And we're going to go through all of them. I'm doing some post commentary now, and yeah, I've got to say the aesthetic is immediately pretty striking. It's not really like anything you've seen on the workshop before, and it's I believe it's using the Limbo title theme in the background. At least that's what it says. I can't actually remember. It's been a long time since I played Limbo, so but yeah, very different looking map, and that's pretty cool. And yeah, it might be a bit too dark for some people, I don't know, but it's definitely... I didn't really find anything too difficult during this playthrough. The aesthetics were pretty dark, but I kind of got used to it, and in some cases I did like stand on switches and think, you know, oh shit, there's a switch there, but overall it was pretty good. And what you can see me doing now in interruption is I'm pretty much trying to block this light beam here, just so I can give myself enough time to kind of duplicate the reflector there and activate the 2 switches, which I believe is going to open the sigil door. And you're going to see me edit up this footage. The map actually took me about 2 hours to play. Under that, probably about an hour and a half. I had like a half an hour of me messing around with it as well, just kind of messing around with exploits and things like that, and just maybe looking at different ways to do things. But not exhaustively, just 1 or 2. But yeah, about 90 minutes I think you could probably do this map in, maybe a bit less if you're smarter than I am, which I'm pretty sure you are. And yeah, I'm just going to use this here now to activate this switch here, and this should open this door. There it is, and there we go, first sigil of the day, first of 7, nice. Question mark, sigil 1 is done. And yeah, now we're just going to head on to the next one, and let's have a look around here, kind of the area. I've not actually explored it yet. And here we go, open the windows. A recorder, box and reflector puzzle. It looks like we've got a reflector first. Light sources, there's the recorder. Looks like it's going to be behind these doors. And the objective of this one is to pretty much open the 2 switches at the back. There's like a red and a blue switch, and there they are. And I believe they're kind of both kind of hidden behind these windows here on the left, so you've kind of got to activate both. And I'm not sure what's going on there. Something. Oh, and then I realised the force field is actually closing on it, so I need to use the windows. And I guess this is where the recorder is going to come into play, because I'm probably going to need the recorder to actually stand on this, on the switches, just so I can keep the just keep them open. But yeah, it looks like I've got a box and a reflector hidden in those 2 sides there. Alright, I'm going to stand on the switches, the recorder here, and then that should give me enough time on the outside there when I press play here to go and get the actual recorder from the room down there. So just gotta wait again. There we go. Pick this up. And there we go, we've got that one out. And now I guess we've just got to do the same exact thing, but for the red, just so we can get the box. So let's see how we do on that one. Here we go, just click that on that, click that on there, and then I should be able to pull this down, and again not quite working because I placed it wrong on the outside. It's like clipping the wall. But yeah, should be able to do this here. There we go. Luckily we don't need a recorder for that one, because we've got the switch, well, we've got the reflector from the other room, so we can use that there. Trouble is though, when that one red is activated, that goes up, so now I've just got to figure out a way to do that one maybe afterwards, and set up the blue first. And not only that, I've also got to avoid crossing the beams here, it seems. So that's what I'm going to use the box for. If I can line it up just right. Like with the window there, I don't think that's, yeah, that's not enough. But I can just bring it back a little bit and then put it on there. There we go. Or recorder, and I guess we'll just kind of wait for this to I'm just going to stand on this switch here and activate this. And I think I've done this wrong. I think I've realised here, because I need to activate both switches at the same time, you see. So I kind of realised I need this box here, so I'm going to have to put a box down on one of these and then stand on one with the recorder maybe. Alternatively, I could have just used the switches, but you know, it makes no difference. So I'm going to put in there, and then I realise I have to do this all again here. But I think I've got it down now. This should do it. I'm just going to give myself enough time, just so I can wait and get the box. Not only that, I've got to give myself enough time to actually get out of there as well, because as soon as I block that off or stand on this switch as the recorder, the door's going to close and I don't want to be trapped in here. So there we go, hit the switch, run and get that. I drop that on there, and it's funny because it kind of messes it up here. I'm wondering why isn't the blue activating? And then there it comes, but then again now the red's like screwed over, and I realise it's the bloody blue light going into the actual reflector there that's on the ground, so I just need to pick that up. And then there it is, I get the sigil, but I'm kind of locked inside, so at least we got it, but I guess we'll have to do a reset. Pretty straightforward level, can be done a lot quicker, kind of messed it up once or twice there. Yeah, here we go, third sigil of the day, door open, door close. And this is easily probably the simplest puzzle, in question mark. So, we've got a jammer in there, we've got this switch, kind of locks me in. So I'm just going to have to use the laser here and the jammer together at the same time, and hopefully we can kind of do it. So there we go, pick up the jammer, pick up the reflector by jamming that door. And then it's kind of just like recycling the jammer over and over again. But again, I actually don't mind simple puzzles like this. It's a lot better to have like one simple puzzle to kind of break up the monotony of doing like loads of difficult puzzles. Not that any of these puzzles were really overly difficult. But you know what I mean, it's nice to kind of vary it up a little bit. And there we go, we've pretty much got the sigil, and I was actually pretty shocked there that it took me it was that quick to get, but you know, I'm not complaining, like I said. We'll actually be back in this room later on, so open door, open window. We'll actually be back, but not in the way that you think, so I'll bring that up later when we actually get to it. But anyway, I'm just kind of looking around again now. I've not really explored this map, I'm just kind of going from puzzle room to puzzle room. If you do go to the if you do go too far out, Elohim will give you his like message about going out of bounds and you'll just be reset, so you can't really go right up to the walls here as far as you think you'd be able to. So alright, this is spread the beams, and yeah, this is a pretty difficult puzzle. think I reset this one once or twice. It's quite easy to mess up and it can be pretty confusing. Definitely, I don't know whether it's the most difficult puzzle on here. Probably, even though others kind of took me the same amount of time to solve. Because I got stuck on this, well, I didn't get stuck, because I kind of trapped myself in certain situations, it kind of made me not unable to progress. So I think I spent the most time on this puzzle, definitely. But yeah, here we go. The objective is to get to that door at the end there, and we need 2 lasers to get through it, so you're going to see how difficult it is to actually get the lasers, because we've only got 1 jammer. But there's actually a recorder in this map, in this puzzle as well. But it's like, there's a lot you need to do before you can actually get to the recorder, which was pretty interesting. Normally you kind of have access to the recorder pretty much straight away, but not in this puzzle. You have to actually work to get there, so yeah. And also, I think in one of the instances I did reset this puzzle. I actually did reset. I actually got to the jammer and I kind of then messed it up. Not the jammer, sorry, the recorder, and then I messed it up, so yeah. Pretty frustrating, but you know, that's the nature of the Talos principle, I guess. But yeah, we just got the box out there and using the light to open that door, and then the jammer as well, and putting something on the switch. So there's definitely a lot to take into account in this puzzle, because you've got the purple doors there, and then you've got the obviously the kind of force field doors as well, and you've got to work with red and blue light. You know, it's it can get pretty overwhelming. But yeah, what you're seeing now is, I think you see my successful attempt here, and I mean, look how tentative I'm playing this, and this is like after a reset of like 3 times. But yeah, I'm not even sure if I did this in the correct way, to be honest. If I did, there's a few red herrings which I kind of ignored, but I don't know if I did, because I had some pretty intricate placements to actually get the solution the way I did, and you're going to see me do it now, because I'm kind of looking through this window here, and I want to try and line this up in a way so it's enough to kind of use this one through here. So I'm going to be linking up the blue light, and you're going to see me do it here in like a pretty tight spot. And again, I don't know if I'm meant to do it this way, but I don't care. This is the way I did it, and it took all the strength in the world for me to hold back of kind of looking for exploits for this puzzle, especially after resetting twice. I was actually tempted to use kind of the box place method of like placing it on the jammer and forcing it forward through the door, but I don't think it would have worked anyway. I'm not actually sure if there's been a new update which kind of makes a dev robot come and reset your jammer if you do that trick. You can see it on the channel. I uploaded it pretty recently. But yeah, here you can see me. I'm trying to line up all 4, and there it is. Managed to find the sweet spot and get all 4 lasers connected there. And I also need to get the red light in as well, so it's pretty weird. Because I'm thinking that, because one of the times I messed up, I had the red light coming in, but it was like conflicting with the lasers. So I had to put the box in like a certain spot so I can actually raise the red laser over it and get to the door. And it's confusing as well, because in question mark in like this map, a lot of the puzzles, or at least some of them, require you to get through puzzle doors when there's like 2 doors like right next to each other, and in this instance there's actually 3 on that back section, right? And the way I originally tried to do it was to bring the jammer through, and I only thought it was 2 to begin with, right? So I kind of put the blue laser in there, and then I tried to, like, you know, get my jammer through there using some random exploit, but it didn't really work. There was like a 3rd door. But when you do 2 lasers, say if I put the red light and the blue light against those switches, all 3 would open. But if I just did 1 and then jammed it, it wouldn't work. I'd need you need to do the 2 lasers, it seems, or at least use 2 jammers. And it got pretty confusing. I'm sure when I said that it's confusing. But yeah, to like put it simply, you need to activate both lasers to unlock 3 doors, or use a jammer, use 2 jammers and 1 laser. But yeah, I'm actually doing something that is in the recent update here. I realise I haven't done it yet, but the devs have actually made it so you can actually fast forward now when you use the recorder. And this is my first map actually using that, so you're going to see me bind the key here. There it is, fast forward there. And I'm going to bind it to my C key. And it just allows you to kind of fast forward time. And it comes in handy, I guess, when you're using the recorder. Especially in custom workshop maps. I never really had to use it for more than like 20 or 30 seconds in the main game, but when it comes to custom workshop maps I've actually had to use it for quite a while, so I'm kind of glad they implemented it for that reason alone. And you're going to see me hold C here, and you can see it kind of speed up in the corner. Still not as fast as I would like, really. Normally when I do these I kind of fast forward time in the editing, but I figured here I'll just kind of let it play out and just kind of use the new feature of holding down the key to kind of fast forward time. But yeah, as you can see, the time's moving faster, and this is just going to give me enough time to kind of manipulate a puzzle I want to. That's pretty much all it is. It's just going to let me duplicate items, and yeah, it's kind of a necessity, it seems, when you're kind of doing workshop maps, because it's the easiest and best way to do it. So I'm just going to probably go up to like 230 here or something, just to give myself enough time. There we go. Stop the recorder, and now I'm pretty much going to try and do this as fast as I can. I'm just thinking about what I want to do here. And first things first, I actually need to get the box from that other side there, which is on the switch, so the red light can get through. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the jammer down, get the box and bring this through. I'm going to put it in a spot where I can actually reach the red switch there on the door. And then I'm going to get this one, run back through. And I'm going to kind of line this up. There we go. And then one more. I should be able to put this on the box now and connect it to the switch. And I got a little bit confused here because I actually get it on the switch, and I thought I needed, because there's 3 of them, I thought I needed just 2 switches and a jammer. So I was about ready to use the jammer here, and then I realised the door's actually open. And I'm like, what the hell? That's so weird. But yeah, I'm not complaining. I just ran in and got the sigil. So yeah, that's why I was confused, because there's actually 3 doors there. But if you activate both of the switches, all 3 doors open. So it was very confusing. But we got the sigil, and I didn't even have to use a jammer at the end there. So fair dues. So that was Spread the Beams, and that is the 4th sigil of the day. And we've got 3 more to go here. And yeah, let's do this. This is Watchdogs, and this is an interesting puzzle. Pretty straightforward, but I think this is actually the first puzzle which incorporates the axe in this map. So yeah, let's see how we do here. I'm going to run through here, and I think I died on this one as well. I think I got hit by the mine. You can kind of see it behind the door there, and so I had to kind of reset, but oh well. You're going to see my successful attempt at it now. And it's a pretty tricky movement here. I had to put the jammer down there and kind of block him in so I can run in and get the axe. And man, I'm watching this back and I'm thinking this is really dark. I might have to put the gamma up a little bit in the editing process here, because when I was playing it, it didn't look so bad, but when I'm watching it back, it looks pretty dark. So maybe we can put the brightness up. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to chop down the tree here, and I'm kind of under the impression that I need to make way for the mine to come through here, like this little middle section. So yeah, let's see how I do now. I'm going to unjam it, and I'm going to jam this door here so it can kind of bounce back and forth and go through. And it's kind of weird because there's actually a fan there, and the fan actually is pushing it back. So I'm actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to jam that turret on the right and then come and chop down this, because I think I need to chop them both down. It makes sense because of the door behind me, you see, like this one. I think it's going to come through there, so kind of pick this up here. I can... It's actually destroyed the fan. Like, it's on fire. Like, I don't even understand how that happened. I think it was like... I don't even know. Like, I guess the mine made it catch on fire. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do it there. Why not? And yeah, there we go. And I was a bit confused. I was like, wait a minute, like, why is that like that? So I guess I'll jam that, and like, how the hell am I supposed to get through? But then I'm thinking maybe there's something in here to do with the fire. And obviously the fan has kind of fell off now. And I didn't actually know at the time. I was like, well, what do I do with the fan piece? Is there like a hidden fan somewhere? And then it was that dark, I didn't even notice the switch here, so I just went and put it on that, and yeah, there we go, I've got the sigil. And then this was weird, I just kind of ran into the wall and it kind of forced me up onto the wall. I was like, what the hell? And then I noticed there was a star behind it, and I was like, I didn't even get up here, like, I didn't even notice, it was like that dark. I didn't even know how to kind of run onto the wall, but like, alright. I just kind of like fell up the wall randomly and saw like the automatic jump icon, so I thought, eh, why not? Really weird, but yeah, there it is. Looks like the first star of the game. So yeah, I'm just standing up here wondering how the hell I even got up, but alright, I'll take it. But yeah, there it is, star number 1 of 4. And we also got a 5th sigil there, so yeah. And you're gonna see me like playing around with it there, like running into the wall, like what? Kind of just bounces you up, so weird. But yeah, whatever. There it is. Watch Dogs. Sigil has been collected, and yeah. I'm just looking at the top of the walls now, I wonder if I can kind of use this to my advantage, but not really. But yeah, here we are outside the puzzle now. And yeah. I'm just kind of looking around and seeing what we need to do. Again, I'm not really explored, so I'm just kind of looking around and looking for maybe star locations that I maybe missed. But yeah, this is actually Danger Zone, or Danger Town even. Highway to the Danger Town, I don't know. But yeah, this is a pretty lengthy puzzle as well, I'd say. But a pretty fun one. I don't think I actually died doing this puzzle. So that was a bonus, at least the first time I did it. I might have been messing around in afterwards and died. But yeah, there we go. This actually incorporates a lot of stuff. You've got fan pieces, jammers, light sources, a shit ton of mines. There's even turrets as well. So there's a lot to do, and there's actually a lot of cool setups in this for kind of navigating the mines around. But you're going to see this as we kind of play it here. I'm just checking it out at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out like what the best way to do this is going to be. So let's see here. We've got the door. We've got the jammer on that mine. First things first, I wonder if I can actually pick up this jammer without actually blowing that up, but I can. So that was lucky. It seemed pretty risky to go for that, but it looks like that's what you have to do. And then I jam that, come back here and get the fan piece. And I'm like, maybe I need to jam the middle section here and put this fan piece down. And it's pretty tricky to get on there. It's the jammer kind of, the like jammed like mine kind of stops you, but yeah, you can actually blow that up there, and I'm like, oh nice, maybe that's what we need to do then. But it's not doing anything, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And not only that, we've also got the reflector over there, and there's even more stuff on this left side. I haven't even seen it yet. There's like turrets in the distance. And then we've got all these mines on the left hand side as well. So I'm just gonna jam that and come around and see what the deal is. And looks like we've got something in there. It looks like an axe and a cube. And we've got a red light source as well. And then there's another cube and a shitload of turrets as well. So yeah, definitely gonna take some crazy stuff to get down there. And then we've also got the two mines at the back there with the reflector in the middle of it. So yeah, interesting. And I jam that, and then I run and get this, and I'm going to actually use this for that switch on the other side. Trouble is I need to get down there, so I need to jam that as well. So I'll jam him, and I bring this round, and this should let me get the box and the axe here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So there we go, we've got the axe. And I'm not looking around for trees to chop, and there's a couple here. So this is a weird kind of trigger here. You start chopping this tree down, and then this mine actually starts moving when you start chopping the tree. So yeah, the trigger for that is pretty interesting. So you have to do some like pretty... So I could have just like took my time and like sequenced it out, so I kind of only chop it down when he's like on the other side. But I decided to put the cube there and kind of block him from coming this way. And yeah, there we go. And then move that out of the way, and I'm hoping he's going to take out some of those turrets on that left hand side. And it looks like he's going to. Success! We did it! Fuck you, turrets. So they're down. At least one or two of them, at least. Yeah. Still a bunch more though, which I can't actually get down there with at all, so there is that. And yeah, now I'm just thinking, like, what do I need to do now? And I notice he's bouncing on those, so I'm going to pick up the axe and I'm going to come and chop down this tree so he can kind of navigate. Maybe to take out the turret on the left hand side? So let's just chop this down and see what happens here. That's gonna fall. And hopefully, once he kind of stops bouncing down this side, he's gonna bounce around. And I kind of just moved this out of the way. I thought, is that blocking him from coming this way? I don't know. But I don't think it does. I think he's gonna kind of maneuver around on the left hand side. And I guess we'll see what happens here. And yeah, that looks like it's going to actually hit that. There we go, that is done. And now that that turret is down, we can actually come and get this reflector here. And yeah. Let's see, we've got the other reflector up there as well. And I was it was a bit risky to go ahead and jam that, I thought, so I didn't really want to risk it straight off. And then I noticed we've got the fan up the top there, and along with the red light switch, so it's all making sense to me now. I need to kind of blow maybe that kind of mine in the middle there on that fan, like over this way, so it comes and takes out the turrets, which kind of blocking the sigil door at the back. But yeah, I need both of these, it seems, so let's see how we do here. I'm just kind of trying to set it up and just trying to figure out what I need to do. I'm a bit apprehensive about going to get that reflector at the back, but I'm starting to feel like that I need to like jam one of these and like just come from the opposite side. So you're going to see me do that now. And kind of doing it on this side kind of puts me off, because I kind of get close enough that it starts doing like a constant like beeping, and that's usually bad news, so I don't really want that. But yeah, so I'm just kind of double checking that there's no other option, and it really doesn't look like there is. Again, look, you've got another door at the end which is like double locked with two doors, so you know, it's interesting in that regard. And I don't want to die there, so yeah. It's looking more and more likely that that is the answer there, to actually move on up and open that. well, kind of, you know, block the mine basically, is what I want to do. So I'm just going to set this up here, and I can't do anything else. That turret on the left will kill me, so I guess I'm going to have to give this another try, and I guess I'm going to have to go and get this here, so let's do it. I'm hoping I can like edge around the side, and this is so risky. Oh, look how fast that's beeping. And I'm just trying to edge around and just like pick it up. There we go, we got it. Nice. And we didn't get blown up, so that's a success. So now I need to come and do this. So we've done that. And then I need to come and put this fan piece down. And then I'm hoping this will kind of make the mine kind of fly over once both of these fans are operated. There it goes, you can see it flying over there. And it's actually being jammed right now, so I need to unjam it. And it kind of works, we'll blow them up. Nicely done. And then I can run down here. And there's a switch there, which doesn't really do much. So it looks like I need to get a blue light source as well. So then I remember there's actually a blue light source on this left hand side here. And I'm starting to think, maybe I need to use this fan in the centre for something else as well. So there's a lot of different parts to this puzzle, you know, it's pretty complicated, but not overly difficult. It's kind of like the nice difficulty, you know, it's like you can kind of take it in sections, and that's good. It's not like you have to do like a million things for one thing to work. You kind of do each part as it comes, and I actually think it's a pretty cleverly designed puzzle. I actually enjoy doing this one. A lot of elements to it, but pretty fun and not frustrating. And there we go, we'll get up there. I'm going to use a jammer on that. And there we go. Sigil get. So that is the 6th sigil there. And we only need one more. And yeah, what is interesting here is I kind of start to wonder if I can actually use the box here to like run and jump onto the wall. And just, I was like looking at it for like exploit purposes, like maybe I can like skip this puzzle in a way, and like partially skip it. And yeah, I kind of managed to run up here, get up here to pick up the jammer, and using this method there, and I actually managed to get on the wall. And I thought, oh yeah, that's awesome. And I didn't even expect anything to be over here. I thought that maybe there might be a star on the left hand side or something. Like maybe in a room on the left, because you look, there's like a little empty room there, and I thought, oh, maybe there's a star in there, and maybe this is on purpose, I'm not actually skipping anything. And I managed to follow this wall all the way down, and I kind of jump onto the wall here, and then if you look in the bottom left, there's actually a star behind the turret there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like hidden behind this tree, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I honestly expected it to be in this room here on the left, but it's actually completely empty and the star is actually right behind there. So, as luck may have it, I did actually find the star there by accident, but I'm not sure if I did it in the right way because the tree is actually blocking you there. And yeah, I'm unsure whether the intention was to get the axe out of the level to come around and get that. Like maybe get the axe out of this puzzle and then come and chop this down. But yeah, it didn't really work, so I just had to reset basically. And that's the method I did it. But yeah, that was Danger Town, and we got the star from there and the sigil. And got a star door there it seems, and we'll come to that later on. As we enter the last puzzle now. And yeah, so this is seeing double. And again, this is a pretty time-consuming puzzle as well. It's actually a pretty straightforward one, but I kind of fuck around and I'm kind of looking at ways to kind of exploit this as I'm kind of playing it, which is not a good way to think. I wanted to do the puzzles legit, just to show you how they're done. In the past I've kind of done I've kind of done workshop levels by skipping them. And if it is a blatant skip, I will probably take it. But yeah, I'm just kind of using the recorder here to get these different items out. And it looks like we've got 2 cubes behind both of these doors here. And you need to activate them by pressing 2 switches down each. So yeah, it can get pretty confusing, but I kind of go and pick this up first. And then I look at that ledge there and I wonder, I wonder if I can get over that, like, you know, maybe I can like run and jump on that or something, I don't know. And obviously I can see the star and the sigil in the background there. So it's like, what is the best way to do this, do you think? I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to do the speed up thing again, holding down my C key, which I binded. And yeah, let's just fast forward a little bit. I just want to give myself enough time to kind of play around here. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to stop this. And I'm just wondering if I can like jump on that wall by jumping on this cube. And I can't actually do it. It's not actually possible. I don't know if there's an invisible wall there, because normally it looks like I would be able to make that. But maybe no one put like an invisible wall there because he saw the exploit was possible. And I thought maybe I can like, I don't know, get tilled there. And I didn't really want to fuck around with it too much. I was just kind of testing it out. Last thing I did was stack up these 2 boxes, jumped on those, and again I still can't jump on. So yeah, I thought, screw this, I don't want to get locked in this room, so I'm just going to bring the cubes out here. And yeah, we'll just do this legit, I guess. But yeah, so it's pretty interesting because I've got 2 cubes. I've got the platform, and I've also got the recorded me. So I've got more than enough tools to kind of get through. But I'm just going to fast forward again here. And yeah, we can see like the platform spazzing out on the switch there. It does that when you use them as switches, when you use them as like weighted platforms sometimes to hold down switches. But yeah, I'm just going to fast forward here, just give myself enough time. A minute should do. Let's see how we get on. Just going to do some science here and to see if we can get through. And I just want to see what is behind this door here. So yeah, you can kind of come through here, and there's 2 more switches. And there's actually another recorder back here, which I noticed. I'm like, oh, another recorder, interesting. So I'm pretty glad about that, because it means I can actually... The objective now is to get all of the items into this room and then use that recorder. So it's not like I have to keep running back to use this recorder here. So pretty nice with no arm to make it not so difficult that you have to do it all in one go. But yeah, I'm kind of seeing the time tick down, and I don't want to risk it. I'd rather plan it ahead. So I'm going to bring all of my items back, and yeah, hopefully now we can actually do this in a way that will let me kind of get through to the second recording room. So yeah, let's see. I'm just kind of jumping up and seeing what we need, because I noticed there's a star there as well. So when I see the star, I kind of realise I want to bring in all the items I can, because I'm not sure what the requirements for getting it are. I might need both cubes to get it, like both cubes and the platform. So yeah, I'm just thinking about the best way to do it now, where I want to place each item on which switch, just so it's like, you know, pretty straightforward for me to get to the room at the end there. So yeah, kind of thinking that maybe I can like put down both cubes on these switches, and then use the platform and like the recorded me to kind of hold down another set of 2. Who knows, you know? There's probably a couple of ways you can do it, but yeah. I could stand on this. And you've got to remember, I've actually got 4 cubes here, because obviously when I'm using the recorder I can like pick up twice as many. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like, and then I realised, oh fuck, the cube is going to stay on there, and he's going to stay on that. And yeah, it's going a bit messy, like everything's going sloppy. Like, so I'm just thinking, fuck it, let's just bring everything back, and let's just redo this puzzle from scratch. And what I'll do is I'll actually put, I think I put both blocks down on the switches here. Here we go. And then I put one of these down on that. And it's kind of bouncing up and down. It's kind of doing the glitchy switch bounce. But yeah. Let's see how we do here. I'm not recording right now, so I'm just kind of thinking again, like where I want each thing to go. And you know, you can probably do this puzzle really quickly when you know where you want to put things. I'm just taking way too much time to think about it here. And then I stand on this, and then I realise I can probably bring in both cubes there and put them on those. And yeah, that's probably going to be the way I'm going to solve this, because obviously all doors want to remain open at that point. So I'm just going to fast forward again here by using the new keybind, and just to give myself enough time to settle both cubes on those switches there whilst I'm standing here, and then hopefully I can run back and get a platform as well, which is going to double up because the recorder is going to be going anyway, so it should work out. So yeah, let's see. Just going to fast forward probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes or so. All I've got to do is get through that door, so you know, here we go, game time. Let's see how we do. Put that on there. Put this on here. Pick up the other cube. Put that on that. And then I realise, that's probably not on it, right. There we go. Nicely done. And then I realise I can actually bring in the other cube as well. So I might as well do that now. Let's save me messing around since he's standing on there. Oh, that's the whole reason he was standing there. And then I can just put this on here. And the funny thing is now, because I've got access to this recorder, I can actually just record again. And then I can just run through and pick up those two items and just bring them all in this room eventually. So it's kind of going to work out. Yeah, I'm just kind of messing around. I'm actually jumping on this cube here so I can pick up that cube, and then the recorded me will fall on it, and the room will still be, the door will still be open. So yeah, you're going to see me do it now. I'm going to bring in the reflector, not the reflector, the platform, sorry. Keep getting my words mixed up. Holy shit, I can't even talk. But yeah, that's how much brain frying is going on when I'm thinking about these puzzles here. But yeah, there it is. We've got all the fucking items into the end room, and I'm looking at how to get up there, and it looks like just like a simple platform puzzle, like a Rapunzel style. But then I'm looking at the wall on the left, and I'm wondering that maybe I need to utilise that somehow. But I'm not sure. So first things first, I'm gonna actually just try getting up there by jumping on this, and it looks doable. So it's weird. I don't even know if I needed to bring all the items in here. I guess I did if I wanted to. I feel like I could have done this with one box, and I think I do actually do this with one box. And there's a sigil and the star there, but I think you can actually do it with just one box as well. So I'm kind of wondering, do I need to get like, yeah, I'm looking at the boxes now, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, do I need to get that up there? I'm not sure, but I don't even need to, because I'm going to stand here, and what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to be picking up that box and jumping on the platform, and then he's going to be jumping on the kind of recorded box there, and that's going to give me enough time to get up there with just one box. So I didn't even need the other box. So it's pretty weird that I felt like I needed to bring in both boxes. I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult than it was, but you're going to see now. And here I'm just taking precautions. I'm just like, just in case I need to come down and get the other box, I'm going to do this. But yeah, let's see. So yeah, I pick up this box, boom, and then I stand on this. He jumps up there, he jumps on that, and there we go. But I could have actually just picked up the box I was standing on, whilst I was on the platform. And yeah, there we go. And I'm looking over there, and I'm looking to see if there's any stars over there, and I can't see any. But yeah, we got the star and the sigil, and it was that easy. And that's all the sigils. And 3 stars, and there's one more star. And this is where I found it. I was kind of like looking around the map, just exploring. And I kind of saw this piece of wall there, and I was like, how the fuck do I get over there? Do I need to bring a box out? So my immediate thought was to pretty much go to the puzzle behind it, door open, door close, because the wall is actually broken there. So I thought maybe there's a way to get in it from here, like, I don't know, but there's not. So, and then I look again, and I don't actually require boxes there, so I kind of realised the solution is probably to get a box. So I'm pretty much going to head up to Danger Town here. And yeah, what I ended up doing was I ended up doing a different way of getting cube out, and I kind of just jammed that at the end and picked up this box. I had to do quite a bit to actually get to this stage in this puzzle, but I've just kind of skipped it over here, just do the puzzle as normal. And then I'm going to use this guy as a staircase, and you can actually get the star and sigil this way as well if you really wanted to. You could like skip it like this, and then you could just jump onto the top there and grab that. And that's the way I got this cube. Again, not sure if this was Noam's intention. It was the easiest way to do it for me. And yeah, you can actually walk around and follow that wall to the star if you really wanted to, and the sigil. But I'm just going to bring it out, and I'm hoping this is going to let me get over this wall. And it should do. I'm just going to run and jump on this, jump onto the wall, pick up the cube just in case. But yeah, and there it is, 4 star. All 7 sigils, all 4 stars done. Very interesting set of maps and puzzles. Really enjoyed my time getting the sigils. No puzzle was too difficult. Some of them took a bit more time than others, but nothing was like frustrating, you know. Some of them really require you to think, and I was pretty pleased with the way the puzzles were made. Some pretty cool highlights. I really enjoyed Danger Town, and yeah, just a really good set of puzzles overall. And like Noam's last map, on top of all, the puzzle rooms are like really spaced out, and that's really good. I feel I like the big open maps because it kind of lets you explore, and I guess it's not as easy to exploit them because, you know, you're not kind of jumping between rooms and using boxes. You have to kind of bring them out if you want to do that. But yeah, we've got the stars and we've got the sigils. So let's head up to the star door first here. This is actually the bonus star ending. There's 2 endings, and we're going to see where the star door leads now. So let's go ahead and do it here, and let's see what happens. Maybe we'll find out why this puzzle is called question mark. But here we go. Star door unlocked using the 4 stars. Let's head in. Holy shit, it is fucking pitch black. And it's very silent. And I can see question marks, I guess. It looks like there's like a person I'm following here in the dark, like a robot. And there's like a red flashing light. Like what? I don't even know what's going on here. This is pretty crazy. And yeah, it looks like he's stopped. And I'm trying to get a good look at him here. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it is. It's just like a Talos robot there, and just chilling out in the darkness with its crazy kind of Limbo inspired eyes. Like the Limbo references are kind of coming through in this bonus ending, I guess. And it sounds like something just opened when I hit that switch there. And I'm not sure what it is. Something's just opened, it sounds like. I'm so confused, it's so dark. Like, I've no idea what's happening. And then that comes up saying, drown him. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna get killed or something. Like, I don't even know what's going on. But I guess this person, I'm just like messing around with a switch. But it's already been activated. And then I notice the crypt, the messenger crypt is here. And it says use. And if you try to escape, it'll actually come up saying, you have already chosen your fate, you can't escape. And I tried running around, couldn't find a way out. So I just clicked use, and the map ended there. So that was the bonus star ending. And we're just going to come back now, and we're going to do the sigil ending. And yeah, we've also got this kind of crypt here, it looks like, where we need to kind of rearrange the sigils and open this up. And we've also got this: there is no reality, words lie, images are soldiers in the dictatorship of the senses, even these words are part of my oppression. Undo the brain, everything shall be demolished, this is my dream, mine, it must obey. So, looks like we've, the question mark is the messenger in this level, it seems, or something. And yeah, I'm going to kind of rearrange the sigils now and see what happens at the end here. There we go. Something has happened. Oh, and there it is, it's the question mark guy. Maybe this time he's not going to drown me, I don't know, but he's got the limbo eyes. And what's he doing? He's like just leading me somewhere, so I guess I'll follow the guy, why not, right? So here we go. I'm just going to follow him in my Robocop skin, which is available on Workshop, by the way, guys. And I'm not sure where he's leading me. It looks like he's leading me over here, so I guess we'll follow him and see what happens. Yeah, so I don't know. Let's just see where he's taking us here. The mystery question mark robot, after getting all 7 sigils and all 4 stars. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's actually painting a message on the wall. Interesting. What is he saying? What have you said, Limbo robot? Let's go and read this quickly. Thank you for something me and for something I shall something across the side. Escape that lies here, it has no good. Cross to the so you may something better. So it looks like he's helping me across this bridge here. He's just standing on this switch and letting me across this raised bridge to get me out of Limbo. Off this island it seems, maybe. And yeah, there it is, guys. That is actually going to be it. That is the question mark custom campaign by Noam. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm just going to run over here and end it. There it is. Looks like I'm going to drown after all. But yeah, that is the end. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.